rolling meatballs with my grandmother, standing on a stool stirring sauce with my mom. And now I'm making cheese ravioli with my beautiful daughters,
Maria
and
Gabriella.
Today I'm bringing family back to the table. We're keeping tradition alive, making cheese ravioli from scratch. In my house, Sunday dinner, everybody is involved, from cutting the bread to opening the wine to making the salads. So today we're going to be doing some cheese ravioli with a springtime bolognese. It's going to knock your socks off. Maria's going to start out by rolling the dough. We're going to use a little all-purpose flour so that it doesn't stick. In the meantime, Gabriella is going to be mixing the cheese. And what we're using today is the Sorrento whole milk ricotta cheese. It's a traditional cheese. Gives it that old world flavor that we fall so in love with. And we're going to season our cheese just lightly with a little bit of Romano cheese, some fresh parsley, a little bit of salt and pepper, keeping it simple and fresh. Now, as she's rolling that, Maria has this dough pressed out. She's going to put it on our ravioli cutter, which looks like a cookie cutter. It's got little holes for the pockets. And while we press this down, we're going to create the little pillows that the cheese is going to fall into. Perfect. We want to put about 1/4 ounce of cheese in each ravioli. Now, if you don't want to use the cheese, ground beef works perfect. Sausage. And this makes a fun dinner where everybody is involved. They actually appreciate it more because they made it. Once these ravioli are filled, we're going to put another dough sheet over the top. And we're going to use the edges with the rolling pin to act as a cookie cutter. So Maria has those cut, and you can see how the dough just lifts off just like a cookie cutter. We take our press, and we pop them out gently. Our ravioli are almost ready. We pull them apart, get them ready for the boiling water, ready to be split. There we have it, cheese ravioli, and my 9-year-olds made it.
Wow, that looks beautiful. You're right, Maria.
Nice job, guys. So now that we've cut our cheese ravioli, we're going to put it into our pot of boiling water. It should take about 6 minutes. Once the ravioli float, you know they're done. They'll be nice and tender. The cheese will be melted inside. While those are cooking, I'm going to start our springtime bolognese. You're going to love this. We add a little Italian baptism water, extra virgin olive oil. See that smoke? Some fresh chopped garlic. A little sweet onion. Some roasted garlic cloves. So we got our onions and our garlic. We're going to add a little bit of white wine to that. And some canned plum tomatoes, nice and fresh. Some fresh pesto. Grated pepper. And a little bit of salt. While this is cooking, I'm taking some homemade fennel sausage that we have at our restaurant. It's got the whole fennel seed, a little bit of hot pepper seed in it. We're going to take our meatballs, and we're just going to take them and break it up. Just rough. Don't have to be real fancy about it. And we're going to give it a stir. Let that come to a boil. Okay, our ravioli are floating. Gabriella, can you hand me the strainer?
Yep.
We'll take them out of the water. You might lose one here and there, but remember they're homemade. The sausage, the ground beef, the tomatoes, the basil, the onion. Doesn't get any better than that. Springtime bolognese, homemade cheese ravioli. So girls, cheese ravioli from scratch, you made it with the bolognese sauce?
I love it. It's delicious.
I'm bringing families back to the table. It's times like these that can't be replaced. I'm your host, Chef Marco. Come dine with me.